What is going on, guys? It's Argon657 here. Today I bring you another Pokemon Ultra Sun Ultra Moon Wi-Fi battle, and this one's going to be actually a triple header. This first one's going to be against Zay. So I'm actually going to be using this Rain team, and this Rain team's been pretty good though. However, it does have its weaknesses. Yeah, see how it goes. So he's going to start off with his Smeargle. I am going to start off with my Tapu Koko, and the fact that I let off with Tapu Koko should tell him that he can't go for Spore, but I think he forgot. But yeah, unfortunately for him, he's not going to be able to get up any Sticky Webs or Stealth Rocks, none of that. So now I don't have to worry about Smeargle anymore, because the Smeargle is actually pretty annoying. It's one of those leads that pretty annoying with the Spore, Sticky Webs, Stealth Rocks, and all that. But he's going to go to his Zapdos, and I do have to switch into Zapdos, which is Swampert. So Swampert is going to come in here, and the thing is, I can just go for, you know, Power Up Punch and then just spam Waterfall, because he doesn't have any good switch-ins after I go for a +1 attack. So he's going to go to his Manectric over here. But the thing is, Manectric can't really do anything to Swampert unless it has Hidden Power Grass. But it really doesn't matter, because I'm going to be able to knock out the Manectric anyways with the Waterfall, even with the Intimidate, because with that Power-Up Punch, it'll bring me back down to neutral. So Swampert's pretty much going to be doing some work over here. Pretty much Swampert does majority of the work. Like, Swampert in the rain is pretty good with Swift Swam and stuff like that. I really like Swampert. Mega Swampert though. So I'm going to switch out because I don't want him to go for fake outs and stuff like that. So I'm going to go to my Tapu Koko. And the thing is, because the rain is up, I do have the Thunder on my Tapu Koko. So I can actually just go into I can just go for the Thunder. Not a big deal. Like, I'm not really too afraid of the Kartana, because the thing is, Kartana has poor special defense, and that Thunder is going to be able to easily one-hit KO the Kartana. I think even without the Electric Terrain, it would have knocked out the Kartana. And I go for the Volt Switch because I thought he would be Focus Sash. For some reason, I wanted to break it. So I'm going to go to my Swampert, and he's going to actually go for the Hidden Power Grass. So that was a good prediction on his part, but he's going to die from Life Orb. So I really thought he was Sash, but it turns out he was Life Orb. But now he could go to Medicham and go for the Fake Out. Now I'm going to go to my Ferrothorn, expecting him to go for the Fake Out so that he can take Iron Barb's damage. So he has Life Orb as well. He's running a lot of Life Orbs on his Pokemon, I noticed. So, but yeah, I'm going to switch out into my Hawlucha over here, and I'm going to get the Electric Seed activated, so now I have the Unburden boost, and he's gonna go for the Drain Punch, and now I can outspeed everything on his team, and he has no switch-ins to Hawlucha, so I can just set up a Sword Stance if I wanted to, but I'm just gonna go for the Acrobatics. So I am going to switch out over here because I do want to preserve this for later. I'm going to go into my Ferrothorn over here, and he's going to end up going for the Heat Wave and miss, unfortunately. So that's bad for him, because he would have been able to knock out my Ferrothorn. So now I'm going to switch into my Pelipper over here, expecting him to want to go for the Heat Wave again, but then I'm going to expect him to want to go for the Discharge. As you can see, the Heat Wave does nothing because I resist and it's rain. So it's going to get reduced. So I'm now going to go into my Tapu Koko, expecting him to go for the Discharge. But he's going to go for the Heat Wave again. I'm guessing he predicted me to switch out or something like that. So I'm going to go for the Thunder and just knock out the Zapdos. And his last Pokemon is the Medicham. And Medicham cannot OHKO my Tapu Koko with the Fake Out from that range. So I'm just going to click Thunder. And yeah, that's going to be the battle for the first battle. And yeah, it was a 6-0 though, so it was kind of fast paced. But now here's the second Wi-Fi battle over here. Yeah, I'm not gonna leave you guys with one battle. Here's another battle This one's against JustWeavile, and he also has a rain team. But in this battle, I did make a couple of mistakes over here. And you'll see, you know, everybody makes mistakes in a Pokemon battle, so there's really no difference for me in showing this. So, yeah, you'll see the mistakes that I made. So he's gonna go into his Magnezone, lead off with it, predicting me to lead off with Ferrothorn, so that was a good play on his part. And then I am going to set up my Stealth Rocks over here, and he's going to go for the Hidden Power Fire. And because I have some special defense investment, I'm able to live that. So I'm able to set up my rocks, but the thing is his Tapu Fini can just defog them away. So it really does not matter if I set them up or not. So he's going to take out my Ferrothorn, which is fine. I have no way of getting my entry hazards back once they're removed by defog. So I'm gonna go to my Pelipper, and I'm gonna go for the U-turn. I think I predicted him to. No, I predicted him to go to his Tapu Koko. No, not Tapu Koko. His Pelipper. So I went to my Tapu Koko, and then over here, I am going to double switch again, predicting him to go to his Swampert, because he can easily switch into a Volt Switch. And I'm going to go to my Araquanid, predicting the Swampert, because Swampert cannot OHKO my Araquanid in one hit. But he's going to go into his Magnezone, which I think he predicted me to switch out to my Araquanid. So he's going to end up switching out, and he's going to go to his Tapu Fini, which is going to get the Misty Surge activated. So I'm going to switch out over here, and I'm going to go to my Swampert. Again, Swampert actually, although I did make some mistakes, Swampert actually did do some work. So you'll see. I'm going to go for the Mega Evolution, and he doesn't have a Landorus or anything that could intimidate my Swampert. And I am going to go for the Power-Up Punch, and just to get that attack raise. And he's going to go for the Defog, and I thought maybe he would want to pivot in and around and all that, so I am going to go for the Earthquake over here, because I want to see how much this does. So I'm going to go for the Earthquake, and I am adamant, so the fact that he survived the +1 Earthquake tells me he's probably defensive Tapu Fini, because he's probably running some defensive investment, because that did a lot of damage to Tapu Fini. And then I'm going to expect him to want to maybe switch out or something, so I'm going to go for the Waterfall, predicting him to switch out, because Waterfall is an OHKO from that range. And he's going to go into his Pelipper, and his Pelipper is going to die to a critical hit, because I went for the Waterfall, and it's Rain boosted as well. Now he's going to go to his own Swampert. And now I'm going to stay in and try to risk the Speed tie, because I know that if I win the Speed tie, I'll probably be able to take up to half of his team. So I'm going to go for the Waterfall, and luckily I do win the Speed tie, and I'm able to just one-shot the Swampert. So now my Swampert just taking out two of his Pokemon, his own Swampert and the Pelipper. And now the Tapu Fini is going to come out. And at this point, I'm just going to go for the Waterfall again. There's really no reason not to. And yeah, I've already taken out half of his team with my Swampert. So Swampert's really putting in some work. So now he's going to go to his Dragonite. And the thing is, here's my first mistake. My first mistake is staying in on Dragonite. What I should have done was sacked off my, not my Ferrothorn, my Pelipper. Because I could get the Rain back up, and then I could go to my Swampert again, and I could go for the, well, I could go to my Tapu Koko first, then go to my, what I should have done was sacked my Pelipper, then go to my Tapu Koko to try to break the multi-scale, and then go to my Swampert to clean up the rest of the match. That's what I should have done. But over here, I'm gonna go into my Tapu Koko, and I'm gonna go for the Hidden Power Ice over here. And it's not going to do much because of the multi-scale, and he's going to go for the Earthquake and finish off my Tapu Koko. So, yeah, that kind of sucks. I have made a couple of mistakes, so here's my second mistake over here. I'm going to go to my Hawlucha, and I'm going to get the Electric Seed. activated. So what I should have done over here was gone for the Swords Dance, because as you can see, he's going to switch out. He's going to go to his Magna Zone, and I'm going to go for the Acrobatics. I thought maybe he would just straight out attack me with the Outrage or something like that. I don't know. But I'm just going to go for the Swords Dance. No, not Swords Dance. I'm just going to go for the Acrobatics. I should have went for the Swords Dance, because if I went for the Swords Dance, that Drain Punch would have OHKO'd the Magna Zone. And I would have still been in a very good position right now. Because now my Hawlucha is gone, and now all I have left is my Water-type Pokemon. So I pretty much just lose the battle anyway. So really does not matter, because I already lost. So I'm going to go to my Pelipper. I know that I lost because he has the Magna Zone in the back, which does outspeed both my Pelipper and my Araquanid. So I'm gonna go to my Araquanid right now, because the thing is, Araquanid Choice Banded in the Rain actually one-hit KO Celesteela. Like, if you're running a Rain team, Celesteela is actually not a problem at all. I'm sure most of you guys know how much of a pain Celesteela is, but in this case, it's not a big deal. But he's going to switch out because he knows that he'll probably die in one hit to a Liquidation. So I'm going to go for the Liquidation. He's going to decide to sack his Dragonite, and yeah, that Liquidation was enough to knock out the Dragonite. So now he can easily go to his Magna Zone now and just spam Thunderbolt and win him the battle, because I made those two mistakes. I'm sacking off my Swampert and not setting up Swords Dance. Now, yeah, basically what I should have done was sacked my Pelipper, then gone to Tapu Koko to break the multi-skill, then gone into Swampert to go for the Ice Punch. And I could just spam Waterfall as well once Dragonite's gone. But unfortunately, he's going to take out both my Pelipper and my Araquanid, so it's going to be a 2-0 loss and all that. So it's going to be a 2-0 victory in his favor. So if you guys enjoyed the video, but yeah, we still have one more battle, and I'm using the same Rain team over here, and this one's going to be against Iyokuu. Both Jack and Iyokuu's channels are going to be in the description. JustWeavile. So yeah, so so I'm going to be using my Rain team again. So this time this Rain team actually put in a lot of work. So he's going to lead off with his Tapu Koko. We're both going to lead off with our Tapu Kokos. And it looks like his Tapu Koko's faster. He may be Scarfed. I'm not sure what kind of set he is, but he's going to go for the Volt Switch, and based on that damage, I'm not sure if he's Choice Specs or if he's running like some sort of item that boosts your electric types in the electric terrain. Now, he goes in his Landorus, and I saw the nickname Scarfed. I thought he might be bluffing, but he wasn't actually bluffing. He was actually Choice Scarf, because I'm running max speed on this thing, so this Landorus is definitely Choice Scarf. So he's going to knock out my Tapu Koko, and now I have to go to my Hawlucha to get the seed activated, and I'm going to go for the Swords Dance this time, because I know that that he's going to switch out. So he's going to go to his Toxic Pex over here, and I'm going to go for the Swords Dance. And the thing is, Toxic Pex has a chance of beating my Hawlucha 1v1 just by going for Haze. However, unfortunately for him, I get a critical hit. I'm able to knock out the Toxic Pex. So it looks like I might be able to sweep his team. So he's going to go to his Medicham, and he's going to Mega Evolve over here. And the thing is, I could actually just sweep his entire team, or at least like take out majority of his team before his Medicham just comes in and fakes out my my Hawlucha, because he could just fake out and then sack him on and just repeat that cycle. However, he's going to go to his Ferrothorn, and I'm going to go for the Acrobatics. It's going to be 2-hit KO, easily 2-hit KO because of the Swords Dance. I'm guessing this Ferrothorn is probably special defensive, I'm not sure. But then again, the Acrobatics did so much. So I gotta use this crate over here, so it's not a big deal. But I did want to make this more fun of a match. I decided to switch out because I wanted to try out my other Pokemon that I have. So he's gonna switch out. As I'm gonna switch out, I'm gonna go to my Ferrothorn because I want to get up those Stealth Rocks. And he's going to switch out. He's going to go into his Landorus. And his Landers can't really do anything to my Ferrothorn. I mean, he can't really do much to my Ferrothorn because, one, I could Leech Seed him and get my health back. He's going to go into his Heatran, and I'm going to go for the Stealth Rocks over here. And I'm pretty sure he's going to be able to get up his own rocks, so I'm going to switch out over here, and I'm going to go into my Pelipper to get up the rain, because I know that he's probably going to go for the Magma Storm, but he's going to go for the Taunt. He's going to end up going for the Taunt. And then he's going to go for the Stealth Rocks, just to get them up. And then I'm going to go for the U-turn. And I am going to go into my Araquanid, which is Choice Banded. He has no switch-ins to Choice Banded Araquanid. So he's going to go for the Magma Storm. And because it's in the rain, and because Araquanid has such good natural bulk on the special defense side, I'm able to sponge that Magma Storm very well. And I'm going to be able to just one-hit KO the Heatran with the Liquidation because it's super effective, it's stab, and it's in the rain. And it's Choice Banded, so Heatran's not living a Choice Banded Liquidation, even in the rain. So, he's going to go for the Stone Edge with his Landers. I thought he would miss, because if he missed, I would have OHKO'd the Landers right there with the Liquidation. So, I am going to go into my Swampert over here, and I want to Mega Evolve and try to get the Power Up Punch boost. So, but I kind of decided instead to, I think, go for the Waterfall. Because I just don't want to have to deal with this Landers over here, because Landers is annoying. So, I got rid of the Landers, and now he's going to go to his, Medicham to try to fake out, my Swampert. That's also a good way to stall out, my team. So, I'm going to go into my, Hawlucha as Death Fodder, because I know that he's going to want to try to, fake out my Hawlucha, or my Swampert. But I'm going to go to my Swampert because I want to keep Swampert as healthy as possible. So I'm just going to spam Waterfall because he has no switch-ins to a Swampert in the rain. So his Tapu Koko is not going to survive a Waterfall. I could just go for the EQ actually if I wanted to. But I wanted to abuse the rain and go for a Waterfall because I know Waterfall is boosted in the rain. So he's now going to go to his Medicham, which is his last Pokemon. And I went into my Ferrothorn to sack it off because I know at some point the rain's going to run out. So I'm going to go to my Ferrothorn to take the fake out. And I want to see what he wants to do. He's going to get hurt with the Iron Bars when the rain does stop over here. So he's probably going to finish me off with the high jump kick. But then I could just go into my Pelipper, set the rain back up, and then just sack it off. And then I just go to my Swampert and just clean up the match. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into my Pelipper, get the rain back up. Because I know he likely could knock out my Pelipper from that range with a Zen Headbutt or Thunder Punch. But he's going to go for the Zen Headbutt. I guess he doesn't have Thunder Punch. So he's going to end up missing, which is unfortunate, but it doesn't really matter because I was going to go into my Swampert anyways and just knock him out with the Waterfall. So that was a pretty good battle. I hope you guys enjoyed the triple header video. If you guys enjoyed it, you should leave a like below. Also that comment below, and also feel free to subscribe to my channel. And yeah, I will see you guys later.